Okay, here we go, ladies. Sue and Ann, how are you guys? Okay, so we've got small bands, a light one, a medium, and then we have 3 sets of weights. Also a ball, so get your Pilates ring or ball or modify with a pillow. Okay, so come to the front of your mat, your feet are hip width apart, your hands are at your heart, you're just gonna start to squat down and come back up. So right now we have the feet facing forward and you really want to keep that spine nice and long. It's not about folding over, it's about lowering your butt. So we're going to do a few more. Okay, so now sweep those elbows back, make a fist. You're going to pull them in towards each other. You're going to do a little squat. It's not going to be as big as what you were just doing. And then fold down. Come back up, squat to a fold. We want to try to get the body temperature warming up a little bit. So it's a little quicker of a pace. Keep the elbows back. We want to feel that thoracic spine working. I'm going to do just a few more here. Now bring your arms out in front and take your squat as low as you can, and then come all the way back up and sweep the arms straight up to the ceiling. As you lower into that squat, the arms are going to come down. Take it nice and low. Bring yourself back up, reach for the ceiling. Do it again. And relax the arms. Gentle sway. Okay, just take a nice big deep breath. And then swan dive it all the way down. Palms to the floor, step back both feet to your high plank. Once you're there, just a few breaths. Let's get the legs nice and long. Now soften your knees, hips go back over the heels. Big lat stretch here. So try to lower the chest as you exhale towards the floor. Now we're going to come back up into our high plank just for a couple of breaths. Soften those knees again, send the hips back, slide the palms out, get the chest going down towards the floor. Back up to your high plank, couple of breaths. Knees on the floor. Walk the wrists in now so they're underneath the shoulders. So you're in your quadruped position. You're going to do some nice slow cat-cows. One more, maybe this time send the hips back a little bit. Just sort of pause for a couple of seconds. And then we're going to come on to the tops of our feet, but we're going to open the knees nice and wide. You're going to sit back on those heels. And you're just going to relax your upper body. So you can take your forehead down to the floor, maybe on a towel. Nice little stretch for your shins, your inner thighs. Let's take a few more breaths. And now come on back up. Bring those knees in so they're hip width apart. back to your quadruped position. We're gonna tuck the toes under and go to a small downward facing dog. I want you to push those legs nice and straight. Hold here for a few breaths. Now elevate onto the tippy toes and drive the heels back down. Do that again, lift up and down. One more time, lift up and down. Walk your feet to the middle of the mat. You're in a full forward fold, just unweighting the whole upper body. Keep the legs nice and long. We're gonna roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Nice, big, big deep breath. Lift the shoulders up towards the ceiling. And then bring your hands to heart. You're gonna kickstand the right foot. I want you to fold or hip hinge, sending the weight in that left leg to the back of the foot and trying to shift the hips back as much as you can without toppling, and then come back up again. Now switch feet. Kickstand the left, hip hinge, shifting the weight into the heel of that front foot and moving your hips back as you go down. Switch feet again. So we're not putting much weight into that right foot. And then switch. Just do this a few more times. Work whatever range of motion feels comfortable where you can still maintain a long spine. One more time on each side. Okay, come on up. So I'm going to take my yellow small band. I think green is even easier, and then red and black harder. So I want you to hold the band with your right hand. I want you to put it under your right foot. And now switch hands with your band. So you're using your left hand with the band on the right foot. Stand up, kickstand your left foot. So now you got a lot of tension in the band. You're going to come down slowly and come back up. Your spine stays long again. You're just adding a little intensity to that hamstring and glute. So I'm just going up and down. I'm staying on the same leg. I'm going to do 10 repetitions. So make sure when you're folding down, you're going low enough that you're releasing the tension in the band. Make sure we're shifting those hips as far back as they can go. Couple more. And now we're going to switch our feet. So take the band underneath the left foot. Then you're going to hold the band with the right hand. Kickstand the right leg. Come up and back down. So I have mostly all my weight, as much as possible, in the left leg. Try to pair these movements with your breathing. So inhale going down, exhale when you come up. Spine stays long, no hunchbacks. Couple more. Keep that belly in, right? It's always all about that belly of ours. One more. Now this time when you go down, release the band off to the side. You're gonna pick up your two of your heavy weights, one in each hand. We're gonna take our feet nice and wide facing the left side of the room. So spread them apart. Toes can either point straight ahead or you can turn them out on a little bit of an angle if that feels better. We're gonna lunge right, both weights come down to the floor. Your spine stays long, you come back up. Switch sides. Now, when you start to go down, you really want to try to pull those hips back, weighting into the back of the feet. So let's try to go nice and slow on the way down. So that's 3 to 4 counts down. You can come up at whatever pace you like. Now you're going to add in a bicep curl or a hammer curl, your choice, and then take them back down as you lunge. So keep it nice and fluid, nice and slow going down. Spine is long, cut out that chest. You want the weights to land just inside that foot. Now you can add an overhead press if you like. Now would be a good time. We're going to do 10 more of these. Both arms can go up at the same time, or you can alternate. Remember, you're still trying to descend nice and slowly. Gives you an opportunity to send those hips back even more. Without toppling, that's the goal. Getting close. Let's do 2 more. And last one. Okay, bring those feet together. We're going to put the weights down. Grab a quick sip of water if you like. And your Pilates ring or your ball. It's time for inner and outer hips. Cheers, guys. Okay. Have a seat. We're starting with inner thighs. Take that ring or whatever you're using between the legs. Let's get flat on the shoulder blades. And let's do a little pelvic tilt. So you feel the lower back on the floor. And you're just going to squeeze in and out. Slow and controlled. Working full range. About 30 more seconds of this in and out, and then we're going to add in some holds, some pulses. We're only doing this one time. So we're going to be here a little longer than we normally are. Keep that low back skin on the floor and the belly pressing down. Those muscles should be working the whole 45 minutes. It's really good to train these little muscles with endurance, which means more repetitions, slightly lighter weight. So right now we're focusing on getting in these reps. So about 5 more seconds, and then we're just gonna hold that squeeze. So squeeze it in, hold. You should be flat on the blades with your lower back on the floor. Just hold the squeeze. Now I want you to go back to in and out. Squeezing in with all your might and releasing slowly. Now hold it in. Squeeze with all your might. Work the stomach down. Back to in and out. Last round here, then we're gonna meet in happy baby. Who says I don't give you some love? Hopefully these inner thighs are starting to talk to you. That's what you want. Okay, hold it. Squeeze it. And let it go. Put the ball away for now. You're gonna grab the outsides of those feet, meet me in happy baby pose. Enjoy this nice little stretch. So I'd like your lower back to be on the floor and use your hands to push the feet down towards the floor. Super stretch for you to do every day. Really good for your mobility. Okay, send those feet straight up to the ceiling. You're just gonna open them. Let gravity take over here. And then close them. Do that a few more times. Open. Close. One more time. Open. And close. Bring your knees into the chest. Little small circle with the knees together. And we're gonna rock and roll up. You're gonna find the band to wrap just above the ankles. We're gonna work our outer hips. So lying back down. Again, flat on the blades, proud chest, belly in, open, and close. So just find a pace that works for you, but make sure the focus is really getting these legs as far apart as you can, and then closing them with resistance. Again, we're going to focus here on endurance. So we're going to do this for a good bit of time. You can always change the angle of the feet. If you're getting bored and you want more of a challenge, take those feet with the lower back remaining on the floor. Take the feet forward a little bit, switching up the angle. About 30 more seconds. Make each one of these special. See if you can get the feet further out. You're going to add a little intensity by doing that. Most importantly, you want to keep the movement smooth and in control. Don't be jerky to get them out. So about 10 more seconds, and then you're going to hold them out. This is where you start to fight for it. Hopefully your band is challenging. You're feeling this. Okay, hold them out. A little wider. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Just breathe. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring those knees into the chest. Oh my goodness. Okay, hands on your knees. Make big circles. Okay, we're going to take the band, slide it up your legs till they're above, the band is above the knee. Get your feet down on the floor, hip width apart. You got a nice bend in the leg. You're going to try to walk your feet in as close to your butt as you can get them. Now, you want to feel some tension in the band. So that's how far apart your feet should be. Maybe that means a little wider than hip width for you, depending on how strong of a band you have. But I want you to tilt the pelvis up. I want you to put all your weight in your heels and then bridge up. And then take it back down slowly. 3 or 4 counts in each direction. And keep repeating. Keep the tension in the band. Now, the next time your low back is on the floor, I want you to walk your feet out just a little bit, feeling the band a little tighter. Same movement, come up and down slowly. I want you to do 10 reps. Exhale as you press up, inhale as you go down. 4 counts each direction. Four more, that's how slow you should be going. On this last one, I want you to hold it up. Belly presses down so those muscles are active, glutes are tight. I want you to open the knees a little wider and then bring them together. Squeeze. Open as wide as you can. Squeeze them in. Do that 8 more times. Your hips stay up nice and high and you're working the belly down. Try to get those knees to touch. Give them a big squeeze. Last one. Now, slowly lower the hips. You're going to remove the band. Just put it down on the floor. I want you to walk the legs out, point your toes. Big full body stretch with the arms in the opposite direction. And now I want you to bring your arms back to the floor by your side. I want you to cup your fingers, cup your hands, so it's just the fingertips on the floor. Turn your toes and knees into touch. Your feet stay flexed. I want you to push your heels into the floor and isometrically pull them towards your butt. Now I want you to try to pick your butt up off the floor and hold for 5 seconds. It's all about the squeeze. Now relax. Shake out your legs. Do whatever you have to do to have a little reprieve here. Flat on the blades, fingertips only. So that means the arms are not on the floor. Toes and knees into touch, small bend in the leg. Push the heels down, pull them, lift your butt, squeeze the knees with all your might. You're here for 5 seconds. And then let it go. Little shake. Cup your fingers, toes and knees into touch. Press those heels into the floor. Pull them towards you. Lift up, squeeze the knees. And release. Shake them out. Point the toes, send the arms all the way back. Make sure you can see them through your peripheral vision. Hold here, take some nice deep breaths. You're going to start to move the arms forward. Lift your head, tuck your chin, draw the belly down. Dive between the legs. I want you to work the back of the knees down into the floor. Okay, sitting up tall, I want you to take one weight towards the front of the mat, standing up. We're going to work our hip flexors. So I've got the weight standing up. I'm going to take my fingertips on the floor behind my hips. I'm sitting nice and tall. I have the heels in the corners of the front of the mat. Up with this right leg and over that weight. So now my both feet are together on the left corner of the mat. Lift back up, bring that foot to the right. Now do the same with the left leg. You're going to lift the left foot up, both are together, and then bring it back. So we're going to alternate from side to side. The goal here is to try to lift that leg as high as you can without compromising the low back. So I want you to keep that low back nice and strong. Don't let it flex or round. You're using your abdominal muscles to help you, the quadriceps. Your belly should be drawing in. Just keep going from side to side. Get it as high as you can, not just to clear the weight. If you can get it up a lot higher, that's fantastic. We're going to try to do 10 of these. Whew, definitely feeling these. Shake it out if you need to, and then just keep going. Okay, put that weight away. Boy, that was a lot for the quads. We're gonna get up and we're gonna do a little wall sit. Now that our quads are talking to us already, we won't have to be there long. That's the good news. If you want to bring some weights and do some bicep curls while you're on the wall, feel free. So you step your feet out and then you start to lower the hips. So you really feel like you're in a good place for how you feel today. Low back into the wall, back of the head in the wall, so you have a proud chest. Weight into your heels. So ideally 90 degrees in the leg, knees over ankles. Just hold here and breathe. Your belly should be pressing in towards the spine. Nice and flat on the shoulder blades. We're going to do a little quad stretch when we're done this with a little bit of a balance challenge, little dancer pose. So hang on here for a little longer. Just stay here for 3 more deep breaths. Okay, to come out, just push yourself off the wall. Take it back to your little station. I'm going to grab a sip of water. Okay, we're going to stretch the quad out with the balance challenge. So I want you to pick up your right foot into that hand. Oh my goodness, how good does that feel? We can send this left arm up towards the ceiling. And then you can do a hip hinge. Coming down nice and slowly. Lifting that knee up in the back. And bringing it back up. And releasing the foot and hand. Shake it out. Switch sides. Whew. That feels so good. Sweep the arm up. Just hang here for a little bit. Enjoy the stretch. And when you're ready, start your hip hinge. Go as far as you can. Keep lifting the knee in the back. And then we come up slowly. Okay, so quads should feel a little better. Take your heavy weights. Crowd out your chest. We're going to do some shoulder shrugs and some calf raises. So proud chest, shoulders lift up, lower back down. Now your heels are going to lift up, lower back down. So shoulders, heels. Keep that going. Really important to keep good posture here. Up and down, up with your shoulders and back down. Make sure you're not dropping the chin. You want to be looking straight ahead with a nice long neck. Don't forget to breathe. Whoops. You'll notice when you start to fatigue, you have to really pay attention to the balance. Working a lot of the little muscles today. Hopefully you're feeling a little fatigue in these calves. We're going to do 8 more reps. So that means 1 shoulder raise, 1 calf raise, that's 1 rep. I know you're happy to hear that. Just kidding. So, last 5. Try to really control these calves, right? Coming down. One more, why not? Okay, put the weights down. Gonna take it back down to the floor. You're gonna start out doing some chest work with flies. I'm gonna use this long band instead of weights, but you do you. Whatever weight you can handle, 8 or 10 for flies. Maybe more, however strong you're feeling today. So we're lying down, we got bends in the legs. You're doing weights, your palms are facing. Really important to be nice and flat on your shoulder blades here. Tuck that pelvis so you feel the lower back on the floor. And then start your flies where you open up nice and wide. Control coming back in. So I'm using a band, which means I'm really trying to control so I don't feel any jerkiness. Should be nice and smooth. Same if you're doing weights. Nice and smooth going out. Nice and smooth coming in. You really want to feel the muscles of the chest and between those shoulder blades. Try to pinch them together. We like to keep your wrist neutral if you're using a band. We don't want to strengthen one thing and hurt something else, right? Okay, so the next time your palms are facing each other, you can pick your feet up off the floor, work the stomach down, and do 10 more reps with your legs bent at a 90-degree angle. So now the core is really coming to this party. Keep the ribs low and the belly in. You decide how far those knees can move forward. 8 more. And when you're done, bring the arms down, take a little reprieve, whatever that means. Put your weights down, shake out your hands, your grip, point your toes, send the arms all the way back for that nice full body stretch. Okay, so now we're going to do a round of chest presses. So if you want to go to a heavier weight, now would be a good time. Bend those legs, grab the right weight, palms up. So your palms are going to face forward and start your presses. Back of the arms, get down to the floor, come back up slowly. Try to keep that lower back on the floor and the belly down. You can pick those feet up again if you like. If you're ready for a challenge, you had your Wheaties this morning, you're feeling fantastic, why not? And when you're done, little circle. So put the weights down, make a little circle with those legs, opening nice and wide. Okay, rock and roll yourself up. We're gonna do 90-90, starting on the right side. We only have 5 minutes left, so get there quickly. You're gonna walk it out with your fingertips as far as you can, keeping the spine nice and long. Just hold here for a breath or two. Walk it back, bring your hands to heart. We're gonna fold up and down 5 times, slowly, working full range. You can add a little twist at the top of the move where you rotate both shoulders to look towards the back of the room, and then twist back to the front, fold down. We're keeping both feet flexed. Last one. Then you're going to take both hands behind your back and lift up that left knee. And now rotate to face the back of the room. Walk the hands out, fingertips only. Hold for 2 breaths. Walk it back. Hands to heart, start that fold. Come up, give that upper body a little rotation, and back down. Last one, and the hands go behind the back, pick that knee up, hold it up, and then both legs forward, sitting up nice and tall with your legs as far apart as you can get them. I want you to rotate your feet towards the back of the room and keep them flexed. Walk it out, spine long. Hold fingertips only, make sure your neck is happy. You should be looking down at the mat. Nice big deep breath, and then lower the forearms, spine flexes. Tuck in that belly. Okay, walk it up. Bring the feet together. Shake them out. Let's get up onto our toes. Full forward fold. You're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. And then fold back down. Inhale, extend. Fold back down. Keep the legs nice and straight. Hips go back, weight into your heels. Inhale, extend. Walk the fingers forward, send the hips back. A little bit of a tug of war. Make sure the head is happy and your neck is long. And then reverse swan dive. Come all the way back up. Flip the palms, reach for the ceiling. Relax the arms. Take your feet to the edges of the mat. Your hip is going to go right. The arm is going to come up and take it over. You're just going to hold here. So you're getting a nice release on that inner thigh of the left leg and a nice side body stretch over the hip on the right. Keep the arm long, don't bend it. And then bring it up. Hip goes left. Arm sweeps up. Nice and long. Make sure that your face is looking forward, so you haven't pulled the head forward. Okay, come back. Bring the feet hip width. Nice big deep breath. And I thank you so much for your power and strength. Good job, guys. We are done.